What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and it's game day, baby. So I hope your walls are ready because I know mine aren't. It is week 8. The Eagles continue to develop, get better, build with these young pieces, the new coordinators. We're having patience in these parts. We've seen the chaos. We've seen seasons over in week 2. We've heard trade Jalen Hurts, fire Howie Roseman. The media is losing their minds, and do you know why? It's because you can smell it. It's fear. They know this Eagles team is getting better and better, and they know that this team is stacked with talent. We just need to get it all together, and when we do, well, the NFL better watch out. So today, we've got ourselves the Cincinnati Bengals, and we've talked about this is a tough task at hand. So each game, it's the NFL. You know, they're going to be tough, but got to go into their stadium. Got to punch them right in the mouth and win this game. We talked about all week how the Eagles can do that. Hopefully, you've been able to check out all those shows. But we're here. We're live right now. Appreciate you all taking the time. Any thoughts, any questions, comments, anything you have, score predictions, whatever is on your mind, I'd love to hear from you. Let's go win this damn game, though. And let's take a look at the game Inactives quick. And then I'll jump over to the comments here. But Tanner McKee, obviously, third quarterback. Ricks, Becton, Keegan, Goddard. So no surprises here. We didn't elevate any people, so we didn't have to have a bunch of inactives here. So just these 5 guys here. And then, of course, the Bengals, T. Higgins is inactive, in case you didn't see that post earlier. So that's a big loss for them. We talked about it, hoping he would be healthy. Never want to see, a team missing anyone, especially one of their best players. And that's just because I'm a human being. I want him to be healthy. But I also don't want to hear any excuses at the end of the game when we whoop that ass. So you still have Jamar Chase here. And we've talked about the amount of talent that they do have on this team. So it's not like just because he's out, they don't have Joe Burrow at quarterback. So got to watch out for those tight ends we talked about. Eric All, Sample. You've got Gesicki there. So they've still got weapons. We've got to, you don't sleep on anyone in the NFL. So we're going to go out here, punch him right in the mouth. That is the game plan today. You've heard me break down everything under the sun, how we can beat these guys. And I think, obviously, you want to run the damn ball, but you've got so much talent. If you need to put up points, you can. But I would like to just see another one of those games where you run down their throat, and it's good to go. Yo, my man, J-Dog, appreciate you tuning in. T. Higgins out. That's out. And, nope, he is active, as you guys all saw the other day. If you want any of that news, man, go check out the game Inactives. You can check out the practice squad elevations. All those shows always have all of that information you need. No, it won't be the first, but it'll be the first in 24 years that we beat them. Might be the first time in Cincinnati. I think you might be right there. But, yeah, dude, that's cool. The past, whatever. I know people, hey, they can't win because they didn't win before. That's not how real life works. Who cares what that stuff is, right? Like, you go out here, today is week 8. You're here. Doesn't matter what's happened before. You know who you are. You have to find your identity. And, dude, we've been doing that. And as everyone tells me, we got to fire everyone. Vic Fangio sucks, and Cooper Jean sucks. Quinn Mitchell sucks. They're not good. Bad draft picks. I've heard it all, man. And then I've seen everyone become their biggest fans. So that's what we talk about in these parts. We see these flip-floppers, these people that don't know anything about football. They are going to jump on board today. I can promise you that, because it's time to whoop the living hell out of those Bengals. So I'm all about it. Let me know how you're feeling. I think this could definitely be a shootout here with that missing T. Higgins. I still feel very confident in this defense that we could shut them down, not to a point where it's a shootout where, it's like 40-40. You know what I mean? Like, we're talking, if we allow 20-some points, I'm not angry, but this team's been really good. And if you can hold them under 20, holy so no reason you shouldn't be able to put up points on this defense. There's no excuses. They got a good pass rush, but we need to protect the quarterback. Need to be able to run the ball, all those basic things. But let's have them go, my man, Joe. Hope you guys are ready. We've had a lot of Eagles fans throwing a lot of negative energy, trying to, ruin my channel, ruin everything going on. They're just miserable people. Just ignore those people. Let's get excited about this game. They can do everything they want to stop me. Ain't happening. They can try to stop the Eagles. Ain't happening, bro. They're going to be on board as soon as we're winning the Super Bowl. So keep trying, man. Keep trying. Let's effing go, Nina. I know you're ready. I'm tired of the slander, tired of the whining. I want to see this team. Obviously you beat the Browns, you beat the Giants, Well, it's only the Browns and the Jets. Always excuses. And when we win this game, it's going to, well, they didn't have T. They're always going to move the goalposts. It's always going to be whining and making weird shit up. Jalen Hurts has a third kid in Uganda, all this weird shit. I don't get it, how people love that stuff, but more power to them. Wearing Smitty today. Hey, I usually am wearing my Smitty jersey, like to rock my green, but today I'm with Jalen Hurts. I'm rocking the, they want to wear their weird alternates. I'm going to wear an alternate one. How about that? But yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll. Devontae Smith, you see on the cover there. Big day for him today. Let's effing go. Remind people who the best wide receiver duo is in the game. And I understand T. Higgins wanting to sit this out because he was about to find out whether he was playing or not. So let's rock and roll, JC. I'm all about it. My man E-Money. Let's effing go, Birds. I'm all about those multi-touchdowns, all about this team winning this game. Let's effing go. But if you guys missed any of these shows, go check out the top matchups, behind enemy lines, the injury reports. If you guys ever enjoy knowing this stuff and don't want to have to wait for the media to catch up or any of that stuff, I always do daily videos for you guys. And I know some people have been quite offended about that this week, getting my channel demonetized and losing their minds because I'm helping learn how football actually works. I know I stand for equality. That really bothers a lot of people, especially at this time of year when, you're either voting for hatred and, the end of America or, equality. So I know that upsets a lot of people. I'm truly sorry if you're a horrible person and you don't enjoy that I stand for what's right. I can't do anything about that. If you don't love the Eagles, I really can't do anything about that. That's what this show is about. So whoever was offended and, was spending their day with the cancel culture stuff, trying to ruin my channel, I hope you get what you deserve. I really do. And you're going to have to watch my Eagles whoop some ass today. So I apologize. Let's just say Bengals arm. That's NFL, man. Yeah, you never know what you're going to get. That's just how NFL works. It's a great part about it. And I'm all about that, dude. I'm all about making the fake fans cry, the Bengals fans cry. Anybody who wants to get this smoke can get it. Whoever's sitting here beating off to my channel, they're going to have a tough time today because the Eagles are going in and we're whooping ass in Cincinnati. Whether anybody is upset about that or not, those are just the facts of life, baby. And look, I'd like to sit here and tell you, now we're going to get everything together. Defense is going to be able to shut them down. Offense is going to put up so many points, but it's the NFL, man. And just like we talk about each week, we just want to get that W. At the end of the day, I don't care how it's done. I want to be healthy, and I want this team to clean up its mistakes. I don't want to see the turnovers. I want to see this defense getting turnovers. I want to continue getting those sacks. We've talked about this defense continues to improve. The offense figures out ways to put up points without Jordan Mailata there. We talk about Dallas Goedert being out. So, hey, we had AJ, Devontae out, Lane Johnson. It's next man up. So that's what I want to see here today. And I think that this team is very well aware of who they are, regardless of what anybody says. So let them keep aiming. We'll keep educating, right? That's all we can do in these parts. I hope you guys enjoyed the shows throughout this week. I've been getting pumped up about this game, man. I really have. Yeah, man, let them try, and they will continue to do so, man. And that's been something from my first year doing this. You remember when I predicted the Super Bowl, they all were really offended then, sending me death threats and really weird. But they couldn't break me then, and they're not going to. Remember when they told me how dumb I was for telling them how Jalen Hurts would develop? You could never do that. You have to trade for Jimmy Garoppolo. You've seen all your favorite Eagles content creators. They all hated Jalen Hurts until they were making shirts and hats, and they hated him, dude. They wanted to trade him for pennies, and I didn't let that stop me either because they spent years trying to come after me. And, man, to see them all the biggest fans now, I love it. I love it. No, not really. You just got to, look, you could say the backup center needs to step it up and do some stuff. But I just think that when your number is called upon, that's when you do something. But when you've got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Goddard's out right now, but you have Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts. I know the media tries to spin this thing where it's like, oh, this team's losing the Super Bowl because Jahan Dotson doesn't have 10 catches, 100 yards. But that's not what it is. Wide receiver 3 is not that important in this offense. And when your time is called, that's when you need to step up. But you've heard me talk about Anaya Smith, getting him back, allowing him to become part of this offense, but also the special teams. So you saw he was activated. I told you that was coming. We were going to put Byron Young on IR, activate Anaya Smith, and that is exactly what happened. I wouldn't lie to you, and I know maybe that's what upset whoever, and I really do apologize that I, know what's going to happen before it does. That is not to upset anyone. But, Anaya Smith this is somebody we've talked about before the draft. One of my top fits for the Eagles. Just his versatility, his skill set to be able to use him as a gadget on offense, but also in the return game. And right now, with Britton Covey on IR, Cooper DeJean starting at nickel, I do not want to see, Coop getting hurt where Anaya Smith could just do his thing. And I think that if he gets the opportunity, we need to give it to him. So if he's healthy enough, love to see him back there. My man Dylan, let's effing go. Little G, appreciate you tuning in. Good morning to you all. Hope you're ready for this game. I know I'm ready to run through a wall. But yeah, look, we talk about Dotson every week here. He wasn't here all offseason. I don't know why the media thinks he should be our leading wide receiver, but he shouldn't. He's the wide receiver 3, and he's like the 7th option on this offense. So when his time is called, if you remember last game, he did well. The week before that, he did well, like making third down catches, doing things. When it's your time, that is when it is time to shine. So that's all we need him to do. And maybe today, we talked about that this week, maybe he has a moment where he has the ability to step up, do it, make a play. That's all we can ask of these backup guys, and that's all I want to see. And I'd love to see him produce more and be able to have 3 wide receivers that are all feasting. But I also just want to run the damn ball, and I don't care if Jalen Hurts has over 150 yards. Like, I just want this team to win, and we're really good at running the ball. So I'd like to see that before we worry about what Jahan Dotson's doing or filling up the stat sheet. For me, it's about filling up that W. That's what I need to see. He doesn't have a preseason yet, some ups and downs. Well, he is raw. He doesn't have experience. He has not played. He is a rookie. That is just how it is. But just like I said before the draft, when I wanted the Eagles to draft him, you have to let players develop, just like every player. But certain players take a certain amount of time. And this guy, a little guy, he's going to take some time. Then he got hurt. So you just have to be patient with these things. And I know everybody's going to say if he doesn't, like, his first kick return, take it back for a touchdown, he's a bust. Got to cut him. We got to trade him. Everybody sucks, like Jalen Carter, Jordan. Everybody's, we hate everybody. I get it, but, like, you just have to be patient. I saw Nolan Smith talking about just how dumb people are and, like, how they don't understand what development is. And I saw one of those, like, Tom Rollerblades or something like that. His name is. He, like, hates the Eagles unless they're winning. Then he's just weird dude that wears, like, girl jeans and stuff. Hey, more power to you if that's your thing. But, like, real weird character that claims to know football. This dude does nothing but trash Eagles, and now all of a sudden his poster popping up and people are retweeting him, and he's a big fan of the Eagles now and development. And it's like, wait, I could have swore you guys told me there's no such thing as development. Jalen Hurts could never. These young players are supposed to come in and be all pro game 1. I don't know where that mindset comes from, but that's not how football works. Anaya Smith will need time to develop. That's just the way it is. But we need him now. He's had his time. So we talked about the middle of the season, maybe get a little work from him. Unfortunately, he hasn't played, so he may make mistakes. So we don't have to fire him. He's not a bust. Everything doesn't suck. Like, let's be patient there. But let's effing go, baby. I'm hot and I'm ready. Whoa, I am. I'm seriously sweating my ass off here. But, dude, let's effing go. Yeah, no doubt. Sucks Higgins out. Yeah, man. You never want excuses, but this gives those Eagles fans whatever excuses they need that say that everyone needs to be fired and cut and everybody sucks. That's fine, dude. They will literally whine no matter what happens. When we win the Super Bowl this year, they will literally still be talking about trading Hurts, firing Sirianni, firing Howie Roseman. That's just what these people do. They don't have a strong grasp of how football works, and I'm fine with it, man. I'll continue putting out stuff that, I find valuable. If you guys like that kind of stuff, then no doubt. But hey, there's definitely that dumb stuff out there. And yep, he's still playing his twin like we talked about here this week. Excited about that, dude. So yep, as you heard me just say right there. So no doubt, guys, if you have anything else, but yeah, you heard everything I said there, little recaps there. But that's exactly how I feel, man. I still feel that way. But this team just got to be themselves. That's all. No stupid mistakes, and we'll win this game, I promise you. But I'll be back after post-game. If you guys have anything else you want to add, you have any questions, something I didn't say, you want to throw in here, I'm all about it. You have a score prediction, whatever's on your mind. You need a stream to the game. You don't know what's going on, whatever. Whatever's on your mind, you got something going on, not about the Birds, feel free to reach out. I'm always here for you guys, as you are for me. But I appreciate each and every one of you taking the time here, and that like button, sharing this stuff, subscribing. But yeah, I'll be back post-game. It's win, lose, or tie. We bleed green. until we die in these parts. But look, again, I still think this team is winning the Super Bowl. So just remember that the media will be on board with this team. And if they have struggles, it's okay, man. It really is. This team still learning a lot of stuff. We still got a lot of youth here, guys. So stay patient. And I promise you this team will get things on track. And I'd love to see that here today. Hopefully that's what we're talking about at the post-game show. But until then, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there. And as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!